today is the day I've been waiting for weeks now. Today we are going to be decorating for Christmas, and I am so excited to share all of my really fun Christmas decorating ideas I have with you guys. I have been pulling together all of my Pinterest ideas and like really honing it into something that I think is going to be possibly my most beautiful Christmas yet. This year the theme is kind of giving a little bit of like a Charles Dickens Christmas, Little Women Christmas, a little bit vintage, rustic, neutral, lots of greens and beiges and browns, and I think it's just going to be absolutely beautiful. But I wonder what you guys turn on for your Christmas like decorating. Do you turn on music? Do you turn on a movie? If so, what movie do you guys watch? I want to hear your guys' ideas. So let's get started here in the kitchen. Okay, I've got like two more, maybe three more big totes out in the garage. Okay, the plan this year is to only pull out the favorite stuff. We are only pulling out all the things that we really, really love. Okay, first things first, in the coffee bar here, I have other artwork behind this artwork that I like to swap out with the seasons. So I'll take this down and swap out the artwork and then start putting up a few pieces here. Not a whole lot is going up in the coffee bar this year. I love this picture so much. You can see just the tiniest little hint of Clarence up here on top of the moon. And like, I just love It's a Wonderful Life. Since the theme is kind of Charles Dickens, I found these insanely cute stars on Amazon. They look like little pieces of paper cut out from a vintage book. They come as a set of 3 and they're only $14. They are so cute. So they come flat. You have to kind of like open them up and fold them over to get them, you know, to have this 3D look. But I just thought these would be so cute, and I'm thinking I might string 2 of them kind of like so here, just to add a little bit of dimension to the shelves. I know I said before that the coffee bar wasn't going to have a whole lot in it, but then I realized that this would be the perfect place to display my white and beige bottle brush Christmas tree collection that I've been collecting over the years, and I really love how this turned out. I think this is the perfect space to display these. Last year at HomeGoods, I found these beautiful etched like gold snowflake glassware. I love during this time of the year like etched ornaments, and so when I found these glasses, I loved them. I'm gonna put these in the shelf here. I'm gonna leave these beautiful coupe glasses that I got for fall and just add these in. And then I think what I usually do is do kind of like my Christmas village houses up on the top. And then let me show you something really cool. I just finished turning this into the cutest little cottage looking window. This was just a plain window before, and I added this bathroom vinyl trim. It has a very, very sticky backing on it, so it lasts. I have it on my front windows, and I can clean the windows just fine. Like, it's hard to remove, but when you do remove it, all of the sticky stuff comes up with it, so it leaves no residue. I just thought this was really cute. I might take this down after Christmas, but because we're going for a Dickens Christmas, I just want the house to be as like cute, cozy cottage looking as possible. And I did have a couple of you on my video where I did my Lone Fox inspired kitchen update. A couple of you said that this window just really needed some kind of a window treatment, and this room is a little bit dark, so I don't want to add any drapes, but I will add some window mullions, some DIY window mullions millions. But I can't wait to do a little bit of swag up on top here. And I think I'm going to add some of the newspaper stars. I think that's going to look really cute. Okay, so these battery operated Christmas lights are such a must have for me because I love to put like fairy lights in random places. So having something that has a battery pack is great because then if you don't have a plug-in nearby, you can just use this. These are nice too because they are on a timer. So you turn the timer on at like a specific time and the next day it will turn on again at that same time. So the timer is super nice. I love these ones. These are like the vine style ones because if you buy these from Anthropologie or Terrain, they're super expensive, but they have way more lights on them and you can find these for much cheaper on Amazon. I seriously love how this window turned out. It just feels so cozy now, and once I added the twinkle lights, it instantly added that warm Christmas glow, and the paper star garland tied everything together perfectly. It's exactly the kind of old world storybook charm that I wanted for this year for Christmas. And I couldn't resist adding in this old Better Homes and Gardens Christmas craft book that I thrifted. It's one of those little tiny details that makes the whole space just feel extra cozy and nostalgic. Next, I hung these taper candle holders on either side of the mirror above my dining credenza, and I added these cute little greenery swags with bells. I attached everything with green floral wire. I use green floral wire for so much during my seasonal decorating. It is a must-have. Then I added these beautiful star candle charms to the taper candles, and it's just that little extra magical touch that makes them feel so special. So I thought I had a genius idea here to use these command hook wreath holders to hang a garland above the arch of my pantry. I wanted to use command hooks because I didn't want to be using anything that was going to damage the walls at all. But once I started placing them up and I took a step back, I realized the command hooks are showing way too much and there really isn't a good way to hide them. So I guess this wasn't the best idea after all. At this point, it was getting pretty late and I had been decorating all day. So this was about as far as I got before calling it a night. I'm going to have to come back to this project with some fresh eyes and fresh ideas in the morning. Yesterday was a very long but very fun and very rewarding day of decorating. We just have a few last minute touches to add to the kitchen and a few more larger projects to do in the living room, and then this whole space will be done. So I think I've decided that for the purposes of this video, we are going to do a kitchen styling video, and my next video will be styling the living room, and you guys, you have to see it. It is so gorgeous. I am so happy with it. So today I have a few things that I need to repair. I have the hot glue gun out. We're going to make a few little repairs, a few little changes to some things. I had to go to the store and get some command hooks, things like that, but we are making progress and it is looking absolutely gorgeous and very festive around here. So let's finish up this kitchen styling, and I've got my energy drink, so we're going to make it through. Cheers. First, I need to adjust this small wreath I have. It had a burgundy ribbon on it, but I'm swapping it out for a brown one, and I'm planning on hanging this cute little wreath up above my stove. Then I'm making some major repairs to this little star anise wreath that I made last year. It's very delicate and it completely fell apart when I stored it. So this year I'm reinforcing it by adding extra hot glue to the back, and I think it will be much stronger this time. I built this range hood cover earlier this spring, and one of the things I was most excited about was being able to hang a wreath on it at Christmas. You can actually watch all of the details of this build in my Lone Fox inspired kitchen makeover video, but seeing this wreath now hung above the stove just makes me so happy. It is exactly how I pictured it. I hung the star anise wreath with poster putty since it's really lightweight. I can't use nails on this wall because it has micro cement on it, but the putty worked like a charm and it just adds such a sweet little whimsical touch. In the end, I used nails and my trusty green floral wire to hang this super lush cedar garland around the pantry arch, and it framed the space so perfectly. It's just the perfect timeless and festive touch. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am for the Christmas season this year. Every time I walk into the kitchen now, it just feels so magical. I'm loving the twinkle of the lights, the garlands, the paper stars. It's giving that perfect blend of old world cottage charm and a little bit of Dickens Christmas. And honestly, it kind of reminds me of the English cottage from the movie The Holiday. It is exactly the cozy storybook feeling I was dreaming of. And this is only part one. Stay tuned for part two because I'm styling the living room next and it's turning out so beautiful, like something straight out of a magazine. You've got to see it. It might even be my favorite room yet. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you and I will see you in the next one. Bye.